music is one of the most powerful ways to put a message out there.
It is a painful thing to tell a dark story. But we've learned that the louder you are, the more the forces of oppression will try to silence you.
It was really hard in the 90s to be a woman in a feminist band. Men were standing up and yelling, "Shut up and take it off."
In gangsta rap, we had songs like "A Bitch is a Bitch." Queen Latifah was pushing back against this dominant archetype.
Chaka Khan, she was the blueprint.
You have to fearlessly go into this madness, and you have to find your walk.
I have seen the world change and grow, but today, it seems like things are going backwards.
Music is more powerful now than ever because it's an example where people come together. What do I owe the women who came before me? I think we have a responsibility. We can't right the loss. Maybe we can inspire the people who do.
The fights that we're in can be overwhelming, and we lose the thread. Music lets us find it again.
Your song, I Am Woman, it suggests an aggressiveness in
It's
principle.
a positive statement, okay? Positive.
A lot of women before us paved the way to be as loud and proud as possible.
I was put on this earth to do music, to inspire and empower little girls to do things that we're not expected to do.
What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Kuya. Nerds rule the world. As you saw from the thumbnail, we are going to be talking with the director, Kristi Jacobson, as you see on the screen, about the amazing project coming to Max, the documentary called Louder, the soundtrack of change. So very important, especially with it being election season right now. I can't wait to talk to Kristi. And there she is. Kristi, how are you? I'm sitting off their homes right now. It's been a crazy day.
Yeah, the fact that we're both here at 4 o'clock is already an accomplishment.
Definitely. Well, thank you for your time. This documentary is dropping next week as of this recording. And so timely, as we all know, and so important. Why did you want to do Louder?
Oh my gosh. Why? There are so many reasons. So I think you might know, but it's important to know that Stacey, Abrams, and Selena Gomez formed a friendship in 2020 during the time of the election. And they wanted to make a film, do a project that elevated, celebrated, honored, and talked about women who have used music and their voices as a form of resistance to fight for change and equality. And I come to documentary films with the perspective of wanting to tell stories, wanting to elevate exactly those kinds of stories. And also, sometimes I find myself in really dark places, and this was like a really awesome opportunity to celebrate those who have come before us. And also, it's not just a celebration, it's also a rallying cry. There are real stakes here, and also really incredible human beings out there trying to fight for justice and equality.
Definitely. Amazing human beings out here, and you included, by helping make this documentary happen, because it's so important, especially I think with this election season right now. So working with Selena, getting the call, working with Stacey Abrams, what was that like? And then you all conceived this plan to, spotlight all of these amazing women. What was that like, pre-pro, getting everyone together?
Yeah. I mean, so getting the call, it was kind of just like, a really great moment of one of the producers I've worked with before was like, we've got this project, we're thinking about you. And I was like, listen, I have like a playlist that is songs by women that I listen to on repeat every day to motivate myself to fight against the patriarchal white supremacist system that we are living in. And so I couldn't be more excited. And these two women, Selena Gomez and Stacey Abrams, are like, at the apex. So that was cool. The process, that call was 2.5 years ago. So
Okay.
I came on board in the spring of 2020. So like a couple months even before Roe v. Wade was overturned. But the stakes, again, have been high. I mean, they've been high forever, but they've been just ramping up as the rollbacks have increased in frequency and intensity. So anyway, so the process was like really organic in that there are obviously, countless women, songs, and moments since the beginning of time. And this is not an anthology. This is not a comprehensive history. This is it became like all of these women who are out there that we identified. Many of them are super busy, obviously. And these women, this incredible cast from Chaka Khan to Mickey Guyton with Rhiannon, Giddens, Melissa Etheridge, the artist H.E.R. Kathleen, Hanna, just like a range from across generations and across genres. And what's shared by everyone is a true and deep commitment to be a part of something that brings people together. And also, like one of our first interview was with Rhiannon Giddens. And watchers, audience, if you do not know who Rhiannon Giddens is today, you need to. Her voice, her music is incredible, and what she has been doing to elevate the stories of Black artists and performers and singers throughout music history is really important, among a gazillion other award-winning things. But she said on that first day, I'm sitting here living a pretty darn good life, and what do I owe my ancestors? What do I owe the women who came before me? And then she said, and I feel the same way, I have a responsibility. And so I think that the process was there are lots of other people who aren't in the film who feel that way, but all of the women kind of came together and brought everything. And then we also got to work with our amazing archival producers and uncover gems from the past, from the 50s, 60s, from the 70s, 80s, or from the 60s, 70s, from the 80s, from the 90s, and yeah, so it was just a really organic, creative process. And I'm doing the thing that I try not to do, which is just ramble a little.
No, I love it because you should be proud. You definitely should be proud, and it's so important. Oh my gosh. Again, congrats. And let me remind everybody again, October 17th, check it out on Max, Louder, the soundtrack of change. With all that you said, and I want more, to be honest. I needed it to be like a series and just keep on going. I need new drops up until November 4th because we need to continuously remind people just how important this election is right now. Was there material that didn't make the final cuts or people that you wanted to get that just because of time constraints didn't happen, but there was interest that maybe, we can talk to again later with another, Louder too?
Yeah, the list was so long, right? It was we had a whole timeline and all these incredible artists. And while there are people that we didn't get to interview or meet, some of them we got to feature in the film anyway, right? And so for example, Stacey Abrams talking about the impact that Tracy Chapman had on her in her teenage years mirrored my experience. And Tracy Chapman singing, performing, writing, singing, and performing, talking about a revolution in 1988, right?
Yeah.
Is so pivotal, so important to so many people. And then to see her music be, to see Fast Car, literally we're in the edit in March of 2024 when there's that Grammys moment.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so we got to include Tracy's music and a really beautiful unearthed interview with her. And so I feel like we there's just so many films like this that we need to make that I guess I try to focus on not what we didn't get to do, but what we did do. And another moment like that was, of course, Nina Simone is not present to be with us in the film, but her presence is so felt throughout the film. And we did get to include a really beautiful performance of Mississippi Goddamn, and I'm really proud that we were able to pull that off. I do want to just like hat tip to our editor, H.E.R, who she just put in so many hours to kind of help us figure out how to, build this so that it felt like a journey. And I think ultimately that's the goal, right? Like audiences go on this like wild, fun at times, serious at times, musical journey.
I love it. I love it. I love that there's just everyone wanting to be involved. And I think you just said a female editor. Did we have a lot of amazing women behind the camera as well, like yourself?
Oh my gosh, yeah.
I love when we do that.
So you see a film like this and you're like, that it was shot over a period of time. So Nosheen Dadaboy, our phenomenal cinematographer, shot almost all of the interviews. And when she wasn't there, was able to be the director of photography, remotely, and just brought, again, like just so much vision. And there were so many members of our creative team. This film is personal, it's universal, but it was personal for a lot of us making it. Women need to be heard. And I think something that is like, two points that I hope come through is, representation matters. And when the artist known as H.E.R is talking about when she saw Lauryn Hill, when she was coming up, and I think she would fall asleep listening to Lauryn Hill, and like that representation really matters. And it also is important to celebrate the women who, as I think Stacey said, refuse to be crushed by the forces that would rather not even see their existence. And so I'm really proud to A, not be crushed, and B, celebrate those other really strong and unapologetic women who are out there. And there's so many more. Like, yes, we need this needs to be episode 1, season 1, right?
I love it. Definitely. And I cannot wait to share this with the rest of my family. I am surrounded by a lot of amazing women and supported by a lot of amazing women. And I am so thankful for amazing women such as yourself and Selena Gomez and Stacey Abrams and everyone involved with this piece. And I hope we continue to fight this fight up until this election, even further. And hopefully we'll be celebrating President Kamala Harris. Just to put my politics out there, I need her. We need her. We're not going back. Anyway.
No, yeah. Listen, the fight is today, and it's now, and it's tomorrow, and it's also going to be continuing a month from now and 2 months from now, even still, right? So we need to, I think one of the things that I feel clearly really energized about is also the power. Obviously, I believe in the power of film, and this is a film that's about the power of music, right? And both things do something really special, and music especially, which is it brings people together in community. And like, we need that. We need community to stay strong for the fight that's ahead.
Definitely. Actually, that just reminded me, I'm sorry, I was going to sign off, but because it's called Louder, the soundtrack of change, is there like, this is a documentary that's being released on Max, but has WB Records or just anybody over there, like, can we put together a companion soundtrack album?
No, it's so funny. So this is the second interview. On the first one, I said, I thought, I have my own, the team who made this film have a bunch of
Spotify
playlists, but I was like, I hope that audiences walk away and create a playlist. And
Definitely.
Because there's music, there will be music for everyone, like music that that you're like, yes, I remember that song. Music that you're like, I didn't know that there was a song about the pill, right? And so there's just like so much music to just keep on listening to and keep on being energized by, and like, how about a playlist and a dance party?
Let's go. Exactly. I'll be out there, shuttling people to their voting places as I do every election season. And this is what I want to blast in my vehicle as I do that. And, continue this fight because it's so important. Kristi Jacobson, thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate you. I would love to chat with you again on your next doc. But let me remind everybody, Louder, the soundtrack of change, arrives on Max on October 17th. Go check it out. It's so important. And continue to watch it to get inspired up until November 4th so we can create this change. All right, I'm Kuya P. This is Nerds Rule the World. All right, there's a cut.
Thank you.
Thank you for your time. Excellent. So Jeremy, you're going to send me the file, or can I report
Yeah,
too?
I'll send you the files. They should be ready by tonight or latest early tomorrow.
No worries. Thank you so much. All right. Well, thank you, Jeremy. Kristi, it is a pleasure to chat with you. Are you ready to have some fun?
I am so ready. Yeah.
Let's have some
It's been a
fun.
day already. So yeah, let's have some fun.
Cool. No worries. All right, here we go. I'm gonna count us in. Help me with my edit. In a 1, 2, 3.